What's happening, y'all? It's me coming back at you again with another vid. So, the Blue Machine, Julius Indongo, defeats, or should I say, dominated Ricky Burns in a 12-round unanimous decision to capture the WBA along with his current IBF and IBO titles. So he is now the WBA and the IBF Unified Light Welterweight Champion of the world. Now, the IBO is a minor belt. Which means that, some people still count that to some degree as a world champion. I don't know why, but more than likely the IBO will become a recognized sanctioning body, which means that they will require 5 belts to become an undisputed champion of the world, which would be a very, very difficult task, which I don't like. But anyways, I'm getting sidetracked here. All I can say is that Indongo really showed that he could show me that he can compete on a world level. Okay, because some people count him out in this fight. I would say many, because I believe he was going in as an underdog, given the fact that he beat a guy who wasn't really quite proven on world level, like Edward Trofnowski. Although he was an underdog in that particular fight, he was able to take care of Trofnowski in one round within 30 seconds. Knocked him out with a clean, strong, short left hook. Well, not a left hook, but it was a straight, powerful left straight, left across to the chin. So, actually, it was a short left hook to the chin. Yeah. So, anyhow, in this particular fight, Burns was on his bicycle in the first few rounds because I believe that he was bothered by the length and the height of Indongo, and Indongo utilized that pretty well. And I think what Burns was surprised is the fact that Indongo was able to show him the multiplicity of his boxing skills. He was digging to the body with his short jab, with the short jab to the body, whatnot. And what Burns was really was concerned about was Indongo's short left hook, because he was able to take out, he's good, he's very good. He puts a lot of muster in that punch, and Burns was trying to keep away from that as much as possible. So definitely, he had him running, and like I said, he had him running in the last few rounds. But the only thing I have to say is that Indongo didn't cut off the ring effectively in this particular fight. But if you do see an opponent that's constantly on his back foot and he's moving away from you, what do? You go to the body. And that's what Indongo was doing. He was successful going to the body, and he kept him stationary for the half of the fight, where Burns pretty much had little to no choice but try to trade with him. But I mean, honestly, again, I can't see how I can give Ricky Burns any rounds of this fight other than maybe the 5th round. Maybe the 5th round, because that was a little bit closer round to score. But other than that, Indongo dominated. Completely shut out Ricky Burns. And, some may argue that he did a way better job on Ricky Burns than Terence Crawford did. I mean, sure, that's up for debate. But definitely good win for the young man from Nambia. I'm very happy for him. He proved everyone wrong. So, yes, where does he go from here? Man, definitely unified light welterweight champion of the world. He does have a bargaining chip now when it comes to the negotiations on getting fights made. But I do want to see him in that unification bout with Terence Crawford. That's the fight they need to go for. And when Crawford gets past Felix Diaz, which we all expect he will, Bob Arum, Top Rank, they need to get on the phone and get in contact with Indongo's team. And Indongo may have to do the same thing too, because I'm pushing for this unification bout, and this will be a 50-50 fight. I mean, you will still slightly favor Crawford to win this fight, but then again, Crawford's going up against another guy who's taller and bigger than him, and he can actually box. So this would definitely be a very, very good test for Crawford if that fight, once this fight gets made. So definitely want to see that one. Where do you see Julius Indongo going from here? I mean, in fact, where do you see Ricky Burns going from here? I mean, I don't know. I mean, he still got some fights left in him. We'll see. We'll see where where it goes from that. Where he goes from there. But other than that, definitely a good, great win for Indongo. I hate to repeat myself, but he's a real deal, man. He showed everyone that he can compete on the world level. I have to reiterate my point. So, yeah, let me know what your thoughts are on this. Who do you think will win out of a unification undisputed light welterweight bout between Terence Crawford and Julius Indongo? Yeah, and did you score the fight the same thing I did? Because I actually pitched this a shutout for for Julius Indongo. I mean, if you've seen it differently, please let me know. I'm out. Peace.